Not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me likes, commenting, and subscribing. You hear me? Okay. Well, hey, bitch. It's JamiThatsMe here. Listen, real quick, I wanted to come and chat with y'all about Karen Huger and the prosecutor coming out and saying what they had to say regarding her case, letting us know that Miss Ma'am, done had about 4 DUIs. And I also want us to touch on just slightly Dr. Heavenly, of course, because she said some things over on her platform that a lot of people ended up being upset with her over. Okay. So we'll touch on that. But first, let us go ahead and get into Miss Karen Huger, because what they're saying is Karen, y'all know, she decided to, after being found guilty, shortly after that she decided to enter herself into a rehab program or recovery program or whatnot, and she did that for about a month or 28 days or something like that. She's now out and she's getting ready to face her sentencing date, which is supposed to be Wednesday, February 26th, from my understanding. Okay. Miss Karen Huger, girl, you done did it now, because they're saying that she could face up to 2 years in jail. Now, I don't want to see Miss Karen locked up for 2 years. I'm not gonna hold y'all, but maybe jail time is warranted. It looks like she could face up to 2 years, but they're saying in a reflection of Maryland sentencing guidelines, though, they are seeking 6 months. Okay, so it looks like the prosecutor may only be seeking 6 months for Miss Karen to do. I could see her doing half of that. I could see her doing maybe 90 days in jail. Okay, I definitely could see that being possible. Do I see her escaping with no jail time? I don't. I don't. But if she does, some part of me, I probably wouldn't be that surprised. But we'll see. Okay. Now they're saying Huger is expected to speak at this particular hearing that is supposed to take place this week. All right. They said a recent court filing by an attorney by the name of David Martella offers a preview of what they are both likely to tell the judge. All right. They said it includes the profound impact the trial left on Huger. They said that during the proceedings, she sat silently as videos were played and witnesses spoke. The attorney says that she was shocked with embarrassment. She could not turn off the testimony or the body cameras. She could not get up and walk out of the courtroom. The trial was a wake-up call for her. All right. They're saying the call led Huger to check herself into a 28-day a treatment program down in Florida. She's supposed to be facing issues of alcohol abuse, over reliance on antidepressants, trauma, which dated back to 42 years ago when she was R'd in college. All right. From my understanding, they said since coming home from the center, Martella wrote, Huger meets every morning with a AA coffee group, is what they're saying. Now, I don't know how the judge is going to take this information, as far as, of course, she's supposed to also address the trauma that took place, from 42 years ago with her being R'd. Maybe that plays a role into some of her drinking to this date. I don't know if that's something that Karen has ever released to us on Real Housewives of Potomac. Right, I feel like last year they had like some type of essay. Maybe she did last year. Remember, there was an essay situation, like a brunch of some sort, and Mia went into the bathroom and she was really emotional because I think she mentioned that Jacqueline left her in a particular position. I think that is when Karen opened up about essay or something that happened to her at a younger age, actually. So I think that Karen did talk to us about this. I know when she came out to address her reasons for why she, drinks, she did not mention the R situation. She did mention going through a lot with her husband and also, dealing with the passing of her parents. And I don't know if any of that is going to be enough for the judge to want to take it easy on her, because he may feel like with the, it happening 42 years ago, he might feel like you have more than enough time to, work through those things. I don't know. And maybe she did take the necessary steps to work through what happened to her in college. But then also, that's something that lives with you forever, when things like that happen. But again, it could be a judge that's not willing to take any type of excuse when it comes to DUI. And we got into one of our Court is Messy episodes where the judge went in on this man because of DUI, because he had like 3 open cases. of DUI. Now, I will say in Karen's slight benefit, she does not have open cases at this time of DUI aside from that one that she had. However, she does have a history, according to the prosecutor, Jordan Kramer. She has had, 3 other alcohol related traffic situations that took place between 2006 and 2011. Now, granted, that's very far removed from where we are today or at the time that the situation happened in 2024. So the judge may not weigh it as heavily, but knowing that she has a history with that, the judge could come down on her a bit harder because, you're supposed to be learning something. And at this later age in life, we expect you to learn more. I don't know. So it's going to be interesting to see how the judge responds to this, okay? Prosecutor Kramer also says that, even with her having those 3 situations, she was never dealt jail time. He says the fact that Ms. Huger has repeatedly been given the benefit of another chance on 3 separate occasions demonstrates that she has not learned anything from her prior arrest. Okay, I'm just telling y'all what the man said. She has not learned mother thing, according to him. Okay. Let me go ahead and I need to change something really quickly. All right. So it goes on to say that she hasn't learned anything from her prior arrests. And then he also says Ms. Huger she is extremely lucky that neither she nor anyone else was seriously injured or even killed in this situation. Goes on to say the state is concerned that the program that Ms. Huger did choose to enroll in equates itself to a luxury resort experience. Child, listen, Mr. Kramer finna really drive it home with her because you did waste the court's time taking this to court, taking this to trial, trying to be so adamant that you were innocent and were going to be vindicated. And here you are only to get a guilty plea. All right. Now, he's really going to drive it home on her. And yeah, Your Honor, she may have taken the time to get the help that she needed, but she was over there living in luxury, having a luxury experience. So what did she really learn during this 28-day period? I could see the judge also forcing her to probably take a longer time frame to get the healing that she needs versus 28 days. But I guess that is a start. And he may consider that some credit towards, whatever other restrictions he's going to lay up on her. Let's see what else they are saying. Okay, we got into that. Was there anything else okay. So basically it seems like to me that Kramer, the prosecutor, may want some jail time from Karen. Not seem like that's what it is. They asking for like 6 months in jail because she's had DUIs before, 3 of them to be exact. And with that, she never faced any jail time. So if anything, Miss Ma'am has been feeling like she's emboldened. Okay, she feels emboldened to do whatever it is she wants to do. He says the fact that Ms. Huger has repeatedly been given the benefit of another chance on 3 separate occasions demonstrates that she has not learned anything from her prior arrest. In fact, it appears as if she has been emboldened. Okay, it appears as if she has been, extremely confident, lacking care. And she thinks that she's going to be able to get off and slide. And we want you to let her know that this is a no-nonsense judge. We don't play those games like that. You do the crime, you're going to do the time as well. Especially when you waste hours by bringing it to court. So we'll see what's going to happen with Miss Karen. Her fate will be, I'm not going to say sealed, but she'll know her fate come Wednesday. And I don't know. Girl, I just feel if Karen locked up for 6 months, I just feel like she gonna deteriorate so bad. Miss Bam ain't gonna have her good wig on. She ain't gonna be able to wear no makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, that would be crazy. Maybe give her 3 months if that, or maybe even 30 days or something. I don't know. I do want Karen to be available when they get ready to start filming for Real Housewives of Potomac for the next season. Right? I do want her to have to face the ladies knowing that she was found guilty and sentenced and all of that. And, they work through whatever they going to work through because she got to get through it. I don't think Karen is ever going to be able to return to the season and not be able to talk or face what has happened. Especially the way that she did this past season, right? I think knowing that you were found guilty for sure and this footage leaked of you, I think she's going to definitely have to address it. And even if she takes 6 months off and she misses the time frame to even film for this upcoming season, I think should they bring her back the next season, is possibly going to be a conversation. Is it going to last the whole season? I doubt it. But at some point, they're going to have to like address it and then, move on. So we shall see what's going to happen with Miss Karen, honey. So either way, girl, good luck to Mrs. Huger. Now, I want us to go ahead and slide over because Dr. Heavenly was trying to explain the situation between Quad's man King as well as Dr. Gregory, and them getting into it over things that Gregory said that neither he nor Quad, King nor Quad, heard. And so when she did this, she kind of talked about gay men, which I felt did not really fit the description for what we're talking about at all. So I don't know why she would bring up gay men. And maybe that's because a lot of people feel like his voice is soft and high pitched and he's supposed to be, I guess y'all equate that with gay when there are a lot of men that are gay that, there are so many different, I feel, variations of gay men. It's not just like one thing, just like you have a lot of black women. It's just not just one thing or whatever. So I don't know. But so she talks about that and the fans called her out, felt like she was really ignorant. And I thought that was interesting to see quite a few of them actually call her out. Considering, they don't call her out any other time with anything else that she says. But I guess this one offended them that everybody needed to come out and give her lashings for this particular situation. But I will say, as everything is on my mind, was I moved? Absolutely not. Considering the fact that as quick as she's going to give y'all an apology is as quick as you guys are going to forgive and move forward. So do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to do that anyway because that's just how you is. Well, let's get into what Heavenly had to say.
So when you have a conversation with somebody and somebody gets upset, and it goes to the left, most men, real men, not gay men, not bitch men, you know what I'm saying? The guys that is kind of soft, but real men are going to feel like, you know what I mean? Straight men are going to feel like if you tell my wife to shut the fuck up, I'm going to have a problem with it.
Bitch men. So you equate gay men to being bitches? Bitch men. I'm going to run it back again too. And then goes on to say real men, straight men. They gonna do what? Do you know how many straight ass men be disrespectful as hell to their partners? Married or not? And it's always the ladies that may have like a gay friend that want to stick up for them, i.e. Hey Latrice, the Bell Collective, had the gay friend that wanted to call out Cliff or whatever the case because he's trashed so much so that he disrespected the hell out of you in public. Snatched you up and called you out your damn name. And if y'all think that her friend wouldn't have beat the fuck out of Cliff, you crazy. And I hate that I can't think of his Joshy. That's his name. I believe Joshy would have monkey stomped the fuck out of Cliff. But that's just my personal. Okay, that's just what it is that I think. But we gonna keep going.
I mean, that's just it is. So when you have a conversation with somebody and somebody gets upset and it goes to the left, most men, real men, not gay men, not bitch men. You know what I'm saying? The guys that are
not gay men, not bitch men. Damn, Heavenly. I feel like I'll also say, girl, you got it.
It's kind of soft, but real men are gonna feel like, you know what I mean? Straight men are gonna feel like if you tell my wife to shut the fuck up, I'm gonna have a problem with it. I mean, that's just it is.
But I feel like gay men will feel like shit if you talking to my, my sister, my niece, I'm gonna knock the fuck out of you. So I see what Heavenly was trying to get across, but she just like, I guess it gave a lot of people a clear-eyed view as to how she may view individuals of that community of some sort as bitch men, as weak, because they're gayers or of some sort. But girl, a lot of them be straight as hell and weak as fuck. Is what, like, weak as I don't know what. Okay, I mean, the people get down here to the internet and talk about, and you having a whole conversation about a weak one, which is Dr. G. Make no mistakes about it. All right, I'm not crazy about none of these men on this show. So yeah, that's real, girl. A whole mess. But the people have been dragging Heavenly left and right. She did, like, once called out, Heavenly did come down and she apologized with the quickness. And maybe that's because, majority of her viewers may be, gay men. And so she says, I'm with you. She says, so someone says my initial response was to call her, but it is not always our responsibility to show grace and educate privately when it comes to public disrespect. Even our faves can make mistakes and need to be corrected. Okay. So a lot of people in the comments was like, you know, when some people were like, Heavenly, you need to clear up what you're saying. And people are like, clear up what? She said exactly what she said and how she meant, you know, and how she felt about it. It is what it is. Like, y'all kill me. I didn't say this. I'm just calling some of the things that, people said on Twitter. So Heavenly says, I'm with you. She says, I apologize if it was ignorant. She says, I apologize. It was, not if. It was an ignorant statement. So she acknowledges what she said was very ignorant. She says, I'm a grown-ass woman. I can admit when I'm wrong. I didn't mean it that way, is what she was saying. So y'all let me know whether you felt Heavenly meant it that way or not. Now, I will say this, that I do have a slight problem with. Just a slight problem with, okay? And I'll let y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comments, all right? So I do kind of think it's not good that a lot of people started to call out her son for being allegedly gay. And we don't know that to be a fact or not because he has not come out to say that. But for people to hop in the comments and her son take unnecessary shots just a bit, and some people may feel like he's gay and he took a shot from his mama. I don't know, but he hasn't told us that. Dr. Heavenly hasn't told us that either. So I feel like that was kind of messed up that he caught like some strays. And people were like, but your son, never mind. Or they'll say something like, oh, I feel bad for your son because he has to live with this type of energy in his household, which may contribute to the fact of why he hasn't fully come out already. I'm just like, ooh, y'all is tearing this lady up. And the boy ain't even doing that. Okay, when he ready to come out, he gonna let the people know if that is what type of time he on. Child, y'all was weighing it out. So I kind of felt bad for her son just a little bit because let's say he's not and then he's being labeled that, and then let's say that he is and he just hasn't told nobody yet. It's just like, I was like, this messed up. I just feel like that was messed up. Just a little piece, okay? Just a little piece. I feel like that was messed up. But, I will say with Heavenly, I will allow, the individuals that were wholeheartedly offended to give her lashings accordingly. And, sometimes people get on platforms and may say things, just be talking. Maybe that's the case with Heavenly because she just be rambling and maybe just slip up and say, I don't damn know, girl. I don't know. But all in all, what I will say is whatever she was talking about did not fit that scene. Like, girl, wait. What? So you think gay men, because you think they're bitches or they're weak, so whatever the case is, they not gonna stand up and defend their partner or they family member of some sort? Like that didn't it was that wasn't it. But anywho, she came back, she has apologized. Are you guys going to forgive her, accept her apology, or what? All right, leave your thoughts and comments down below. That is all that I have for you guys at this time. Of course, I am Jami, that's me, and I will catch you guys in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can feel it.